Good.
Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Or today. I keep saying tonight.
I've been saying it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome. So look, before we get going, we got people from all over the world. I saw somebody wrote on Facebook that they're going to get on at 1 o'clock. Yeah, it is tonight somewhere. There's people on. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, or I don't even know what time it is in Australia. We got people from Australia on. Where are you guys from? Look, go over to the question area over on the right-hand side and say where you're from. Sydney, 4 a.m. That's where I was. Sean, I saw you say that. Detroit, UK, awesome. London, what do we got? California, Toronto, San Francisco, Ireland, center of the world, yes. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's see here. North Dakota, we've got UK again. We got Philly, we got Cali, we got Brazil. Awesome.
Wow.
See, Maryland, Atlanta, Detroit. A lot of people from
Wow.
Detroit, I think I see. But another Detroit, that's Motor City. Detroit, representing Atlanta. We've got a couple of people representing Atlanta here. Fort Worth.
Well,
So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna max out the lines. It looks like we're gonna max out today. So the lines will be maxed out because we're coming on, last minute people that get on. I mean, everybody waits till like the last minute to get on. As soon as they do, we are gonna max out these lines. I'm gonna tell you guys this with all sincerity. Like, please remove all distractions. Make sure nothing's gonna, interrupt you guys in any way, so that you guys can make sure that you don't get bumped off. I don't want you guys to get bumped off. If for some reason you bumped off, you can't get in. I'm sorry. So we're going to get going here in a sec. It looks like a lot of people from all over. I'll just tell you guys, I'm really excited about this. Doing this call, Jeremy, I didn't tell you. So last night, I was running a new ad last night, and well, you wouldn't know because I found it. So I woke up this morning. It wasn't doing as well as I would thought, and I wanted it to. As soon as I made a small tweak, now I'm getting a freaking 100% opt. Literally 100%, and it's been going on. I thought it was a fluke for a while, and then literally, I was still looking at right before we got on, freaking still at 100% opted.
wow.
I even tweaked it. So I went in through your hyper, what is it? Like your hyper targeting, and I went in and did some of that. Opted, and it's only cost me 67 cents per opt-in, and they're very, very highly targeted. So it's awesome.
That's sweet, man. Very cool.
No, I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're getting some crazy results too, man, and I'm excited to show everybody this stuff. Sorry, you might hear my neighbor cranking up his motorcycle next door. But yeah, I'm excited to show this stuff. We got some really cool stuff to show you guys today. And James is here, James Runoff.
Hey, good afternoon,
Hey, James.
everybody. Hey, glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Can you guys hear James and Jeremy fine? Can you say yes? Actually, put a 2 if you hear them both fine, just so I know you hear them both fine. If you only hear one of them fine, okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right, awesome. Okay, cool. So it looks like yes, only James. Jeremy, talk again. Christopher.
Hey, how are you guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we're going to be starting in a sec. All right, cool. We just want to double check. Awesome. Can hear everybody. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay. So just so you guys know, just real quick, we're going to roll in a second. Just a real quick webinar, announcement. You guys want to probably, I always say this, but pull out your pen, pad of paper. You guys take some detailed notes. Pay close attention. The more important thing is be sure to block out any distractions for the next 90 minutes. So to make sure you're completely focused, because it's very important you do that. There is, like we've been talking about, there's a special new type of ad that, now we're crushing for Crazy Cheap and more effective than anything that you guys have seen. And so you want to, so please take this very serious. And then also take a minute to set up a distraction-free environment and get ready for one of the powerful events that you're going to have this year, and probably one of the most game-changing freaking thing of the year for you guys. And you guys are going to get this firsthand. I will say you guys are probably like the third group that's ever going to hear about this thing right here, because Jeremy's doing something radically different than what everybody else is doing. And so we're going to get in and get going. So just a quick thing, just to let you guys know. Jeremy and James, they're and James, are you going to be talking a little bit, or are you going to be what interaction are you going to have? Just so
I'm going to try. I'm going to try not to interrupt Jeremy as much as possible. That's my goal today.
That's my goal too.
I cannot promise that.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. So, but yeah, just so you know, if you guys don't know James, you don't know Jeremy, you guys, these are absolutely amazing people. I spent more time with Jeremy, but we've met, we've done a lot of promotions together, we've led leaderboards together, we've done a lot of things. But I mean, I will tell you, I don't get excited. I've been marketing online since 1999, and maybe you may or may not know that, but since 1999, I've made millions and millions of dollars. I was around before Facebook and Twitter and everything else like that. I broke 5,000 friends on Facebook in like 3 days back when it first, they opened it up from the colleges. And so I haven't been excited in a long time. And this is like the first time I've been so excited. I actually did a live video yesterday because I haven't been so excited about a new strategy since AdSense. And if you guys have been around when AdSense came out, like it was so cool. Like people clicked on the link and I was making money. Well, I know the power of list building. Actually, I wrote a book called Lead Generation Plan years ago. We had 14,000. We sold 14,000 books in less than a week, and that built a freaking empire, multi-million-dollar empire. And I will tell you guys that I've been around lead generation. I've done events after events after events, and on it, $5,500 events. People would come to me for this stuff. And the cool thing is, I don't get excited about a new lead generation strategy. I don't get excited about much anymore because I've seen it all, right? And the cool thing is, I'm excited about this. And so, you guys, without any further ado, I'm gonna pass the baton over to Jeremy. And Jeremy, I'm really excited. And guys, pay close attention.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, it's a very exciting technology that we're using, some really cool strategies that really nobody else is doing right now. And we're going to dive into this and show you all about it. And just a little bit about us. This is James and me. This is at an event that we met in Orlando. I don't remember if that was in Orlando or Raleigh at that particular one, but that's us and our ugly mugs. And so a little bit about what we do is we actually, help people take things to market. We test rigorously different ways to drive traffic and to get more exposure to your business, and all kinds of different strategies. We've been releasing info courses for many years. I've been in this game about 6 years now, and I think James, about 10 years, somewhere around that for James.
Right around 10.
Around 10, we love getting on the edge of technology, and we're always testing the newest, latest technologies that really gets us excited. And this, what we're going to be showing you today. Just like Matt said, I haven't been this excited about a technology in a long time. So we're all familiar with Facebook. Everybody knows Facebook. It's too big to ignore. We don't even have to tell you the stats, right? It's billions of people are on Facebook around the globe, and you really got to think about that. Everybody, almost everybody in the world is connected with Facebook now. They have such a large reach. So I don't think we really have to emphasize that enough, because I think everybody understands the power of Facebook. So, but we thought to ourselves, there has to be a better way to advertise on this platform, right? We wanted to reach the users in a new and powerful way that works, and that we can interact with them on a more personal level. So the things that you normally see in advertising, and when you're seeing ads and so forth, and companies interacting with their customers, it's not a very personal kind of thing. It's very one-sided, and we really wanted to be able to interact with our prospects and get personal with them and get individualized with them and really cater to them individually and make them feel special and make them feel that we really care about them. And our competition, nobody else is doing this. It's absolutely insane. So this is the typical kind of ad that you see. You see an ad and you click on the ad. This is this typical type of page that you see when you click on an ad. We've all seen this kind of thing. You know, you put in your email address, and the problem with this is there's banner blindness. People have seen this so much that everybody across the industry, just everybody, are seeing their numbers decline. I know we have over the last year or so, using these types of pages and regular standard landing pages, you just don't get the numbers that we used to. And that's because it's really becoming old news. People are tired of seeing this kind of thing. It's very impersonal, and it's very in-your-face, kind of shoving stuff in their face. And we wanted to break the mold from that. We wanted to get out of this, and we wanted a new way to reach out to these people. And that's exactly what we came to find to do. So we want to go ahead and dive in and show you what it is exactly that we're doing. And here in a second, I want to go over and show you on my desktop the exact stuff that we're doing and the numbers we're getting and everything about this. But I just want to make one mention here. We haven't shared this information with a lot of people, okay? And I'm going to show you some very private stuff that we're doing in our business. So hopefully, you know, we can kind of have like a gentleman's agreement here that you don't share this stuff outside of, you know, the people on this webinar. You're privileged to get to see this, and hopefully we can rely on you not to share it with anybody else, because if we keep this close-knit, you know, we can all win because nobody else is doing this stuff. So if I can get that, you know, can we just get a yes? You know, who wants to see this? But if you want to see it, can we keep it to ourselves? Is that cool? Is that fair to ask?
We're getting a bunch of yeses here. Looks good.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to dive right in, and I'm going to jump over onto my desktop, and I'm going to open up my browser here for you. And I just want to scroll through these questions. So the first thing I want to show you is some of the numbers that we are getting with this new system that we're using. I'm going to show you the numbers, and then I'm going to show you how this whole process works, and it's going to blow you away. And once you understand how it works, you'll see why we're getting these numbers. So I'm going to dive right in.
Can you maximize that, Jeremy?
I sure can. So everybody can see it. If you can't see it, I'll even blow it up a little bit here, just so we can really take a closer look here. So this is an ad. This is one of the ads I just started a couple days ago, just for you guys, so you could see the power of this. And this is one of so many ads. We've been testing the ever-living daylights out of this. And on this particular ad, all right, so far we've got 200 clicks on this ad. And right now this ad, you can see it over here in the side, and I'll show you again in a minute. It's asking them, it's basically offering them something for free, and we are automatically delivering it to them, and then they're being put on our list. So I want to show you, out of the 200 link clicks, let me just refresh that one more time, because I don't remember if I did. Just so you know that this is live, we are looking at live numbers right now. So, okay, 200 clicks. And out of that, let's just refresh my get response. Here, we're looking at this list right here, the IG free. So just today, there's 35 new subscribers just today. Yesterday, we had 11. The last 7 days, 130. And this actually doesn't include today. So if I look at this for the month, 165 subscribers. That's actually within the last just few days. It's just not showing today's when I show the last 7 days total. You can see there. But so the total number of opt-ins we've received off that ad so far is 165. So I want to do a little math here for you. And we're just going to take that number, and I'm going to take it into a calculator because sometimes I'm terrible with coming up with figuring out my percentages. So this is just a calculator that helps you figure out your percentages. So we're going to say 165 opt-ins out of the 200 clicks, right? So that should give us our percentage of people that opted in. So 82, wow, that went up. 82% opt-in rate. So 82% of the people who are clicking on our ad are opting in to our email list. And that's just insane. Really wrap your head around that for just a moment.
Just to put it in perspective, I'm actually usually very happy with the 50% opt-in rate normally from different ads. So to get 80%, or well, in this case, 82.5%, we get 80%. Right around 80 is probably the lower end. We've had up to 90% on this specific structure that we're going to teach you today.
Right, and even Matt was saying he's testing when he's getting 100% opt-in right now. That's
well, yeah, and here's the crazy thing on my side is just to say, like, I'm happy with 30% because I know how much money I know the value of that lead. So I mean, just the number. That's why the numbers are just awesome.
Yeah, it's yeah. The value of these leads, we'll make several bucks a piece off of these easy, and it's just, you pray for 50% opt-in rate, and we've been averaging anywhere from 75% all the way up to 89%. And I'll tell you this right now, we have yet to run an ad that converted at less than 75% using this method. So it's absolutely insane. And we've done so much testing. So, if that gets you excited, give me a hell yeah. And if you want to see exactly how we're doing this, and once you see it, it's going to instantly click. You're going to say, oh, man, that is brilliant, right? And that's why we're getting such a high opt-in rate. So give me a hell yeah. I see some hell yeahs coming in. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in and show you how this actually works. So in our ads, I'm going to go over here to Facebook, and I actually have the ad queued up right here on my screen. So normally when you click on an ad like this, you get taken to one of those squeeze pages like I showed you before, right? The boring old squeeze page, and nobody really cares. They don't want to opt in. They got to go through too many steps. But what we're doing is completely, absolutely different. Facebook now gives you the ability to click on an ad, or to set your ads up to where your prospects click on your ad and it actually opens in their Facebook Messenger. And I want to be clear that this is 100% above board, that this is actually a setting inside your Facebook Ads Manager. It's the destination. I'll just tell you, it's the destination that you can select. Normally you select the destination of website. Well, this, you can select the destination now is opening in their instant messenger. So let's go ahead and look at it and see what actually happens and go through the process. I want to show you what these prospects are actually going through. So when they click on the ad, I'm going to click on the ad right now, and it's actually going to pop up and say, you're all set. Jeremy Kennedy will follow up with you in Messenger. How awesome is that, right? I bet none of your customers have ever seen this before. So we're going to go over here, and you see it popped up my Messenger, and that's just so cool. So, and when they initially see this, it shows them a copy of your ad again, so they know, okay, that matches. And Matt's one that he talks a lot about. Always make sure that your message matches all the way across everything you do. So it's cool that when they click on it, they see it again, so that it's a very consistent message from there to there.
And to be clear here, this is the customer that's seeing, because you're, in this case, Jeremy, you're the one that's acting as the customer along with the person that's providing the ad. This is coming at it from the prospect's view. This is what the prospect sees, and they're seeing that Jeremy Kennedy, that's running the ad, is now interacting with them through Messenger.
Exactly. And it's a whole, we're not taking them to a website, and that's very important to point out. And what we're about to do is really going to blow you away. Okay, this is where the real magic happens. Now they can click on Get Started. So if they click on Get Started, here's what happens. We have a chat bot that pops up and says, awesome, what email address should I send the course access details to? Notice I didn't say, here's the link to go to a website to go opt in for this free course. I'm asking him right here, what email address should I send the course access details to? Just like a normal conversation. They think they might, a lot of people think they're actually talking to me, but they're talking to my automated chatbot. Now watch what happens if I just put in test at, test.com. Boom. thanks, you should get an email with access details in about 15 minutes. That email address just went onto my list. Now, stop and think about that for just a second. They didn't have to leave Messenger. They opted into our list that easily with a click, a tap, and just typing in their email address right there within Messenger. To them, it looks like they're actually having a conversation with me. And I like to put the 15 minutes because it kind of makes them feel like okay, 15 minutes, I'm gonna go put it in there for you and send it to you by email here in 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes, I'm gonna do it manually. It kind of sounds that way, right? But this is all automated, and this whole process is being automated.
So that's part of the reason why this is kicking butt so much, because even though they're opting into our list, it's not the typical field that they normally have. They're not having to go to a site and put in their name and email address, and they're so used to that. We're just saying, hey, do you want this free gift in this case? Yes. And then, all right, give us your email. Boom, here it is, and it's sent to them. Now they're on our list. And that's just that alone is crazy, but that we're just getting started with the potential of what this does. And I see some people asking, can it do this, can it do that? And we're going to start talking about some of the other things that this does in a second. But that's just the beginning of what this does.
Right. And just for demonstration's sake, to make sure that everybody understands and everybody on board with what is happening here, I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to delete the conversation so it'll start fresh. Okay. Here again, they go to the ad, they see this ad, it looks like a normal ad, any average ad. Hey, watch how I got, 2,500 followers on my niche Instagram account. Get your free course, right? So they click on it, boom, the instant messenger pops up, Facebook Messenger pops up, and even notifies them, hey, they're going to follow up with you in Messenger. They see the ad again, here's a video case study, nothing mapped out, 100% free. Get your free step-by-step video course now. Get started. They click on get started, and there's several things that happen when they click get started that I'll go over again in a minute that makes this even more powerful. But they click get started, and we simply ask them for their email. And here's the thing, we could ask them for any piece of information that we want, but for just this sake of testing again, I'm going to just say Jeremy Test at some random email.com, and boom, thanks, you should get an email with access details in about 15 minutes. So, and that put it right on over to my list and get response. So hopefully that's very clear. Is everybody on board and everybody understands the process of what is going on here? I want to make sure that we are 100% clear about that. And I can't see my...
Yeah, everybody's saying yes so far. I see some questions that I know we're going to be addressing as we go through this, and we'll keep an eye on these questions to make sure we answer everybody's questions by the end of this. But the initial premise that a lot of people are excited about, at least I was when we first started doing this with list building, was the fact that we can get opt-in rates like crazy in a way that's so much different than anyone else is seeing out there. The person is happy. They're not so much opting into a list as they are getting what they want in exchange for getting on our list instantly.
Instantly. And it's a very simple process for them. They never even have to leave Messenger. It's just right there in the conversation. And yes, it does work on mobile, Robert. In fact, it works great on mobile. And the other thing I wanted to point out is we can ask for any information we want. So this could be, we could ask them for their phone number. We could ask them for their name. We could ask them for their physical address, any information we want, and we can take that information and we can put it just about anywhere we want. With this technology, it's so crazy and so powerful, and we're going to go over some of the possibilities of what happens here. But let me show you something else before we continue. What if they say, yeah, I'm not really interested. So they say, no thanks. Boom. Our chatbot can respond to their objections, right? We can program it to respond to any kind of response that we get. And so now we're saying, no problem. What are you struggling with the most? So maybe that person is struggling with traffic generation. Now they could click that button, traffic generation, or they could just type it in, traffic generation, and our bot responds, well, okay, cool, check out our in-depth course on an exciting new way to generate traffic in any niche. Here's the link. You know, so we can actually, then we could take them out of Messenger if we want to, or you could offer even more answers to the questions. You could put out a full, like a checklist or whatever it might be that you want to help them out and basically reply to that question. And if they just say none of above, now this is magic right here, especially for those of you that like to close deals, that you're normally closing deals on the phone and things of that nature. If they click none of the above, I can set it to where they can actually initiate a live chat with me. So if you see what happened here, cool, let me get you on with a live representative to help you personally write. Jeremy Kennedy wants to start a conversation with you. Now they've started a chat session with our operator. Now they are actually live chatting with me. And this will actually ping me personally. This will ping me and say, hey, somebody just initiated live chat. Go in there and talk to them. And just stop for a moment and think about the power of that.
Is this crazy to you guys, some of the stuff we're showing? And we're just scratching the surface right now of what this is doing. Have you ever seen something engage people like this before? I know I haven't. It's absolutely nuts. And the big thing to know here, this is fully customizable. We just happen to be giving away something on Instagram. But this is for brick and mortar businesses. It's for any niche that you want. I know Jeremy does a lot with the survival niche. Someone said, can a realtor use this? Yes, all of the above. It really doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, for example, for phone numbers, okay, we can get phone numbers from someone here, and immediately we can either get those lists of phone numbers on an Excel spreadsheet. We can put it through to a software that can text those people automatically. We can take those phone numbers, get it over to a call center that wants to call them. We can get those phone numbers and sell those as leads. I mean, it's unimaginable what can be done. Someone mentioned coupons here, and Jeremy, I know you're going to go through all these things. Yes, you could give people a coupon. So if you're a restaurant, hey, would you like a coupon? Boom, here it is. And that immediately pushes it out. You can have it go to an off-site website. I don't want to, yeah. But.
And you can, for example, the email address, we can take that email address and not only put them on our email list, we can sign them up for a webinar. And we can actually do both. You can actually do both at the same time. Can you imagine if they put in their email address and you're signing them up to your email list and putting them on a webinar at the same stinking time, and this is all they had to do, and now you've got them in those two places. That's super powerful.
And so
Dude, the one ad, just to,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry, I was going to say there's people on this right now because of that one thing you just said. I followed your instructions and I was like, man, oh my God, I can use it for this, and I set up another ad and did that.
Nice.
Exactly, where with Jeremy on this particular ad where we had 82% opt-in, and I don't know if we're pushing this particular one to a webinar or not, but if we wanted to, that 82% opt-in, okay, turns into 100% opt-in of that 82% for the webinar. Every single person that goes on that email list, if we choose to do so, will immediately get on the webinar, all by just putting in their email list, and it does both at the same time.
That's super powerful. It's super powerful, and this applies. We're just showing you a teeny tiny little sliver of a glimpse at what you can do with this stuff. This is just one way that we are currently using this technology. We're using it in a ton of different ways, but you can literally apply this to any business model, whether you're online, whether you're brick and mortar. You can apply this in your business, and we're going to show you some great examples, but I also want to go over here and show you from my standpoint, from the person who is running the ads standpoint, your standpoint, what the messages will look like. You see, I got 89 new messages over here, and they're just there's me. I'm talking to myself right there, and just going through here, you can see these people that are going through this process. Now, you see it on your screen right here that this comes up before he says get started, but that's just because we're viewing it from the reverse side of things. So, you know, we've got tons of people just interacting with us and
here's the
doing crazy
thing.
things.
This is going 24 hours a day, and you know, so you're interacting with people 24 hours a day, but yet you don't have to be sitting there at all 24 hours a day. This is running in the background, and they are talking to a quote-unquote live person. But if you want to come in later and someone has a question that for whatever reason you didn't have already in your system, well, now you can answer it. You can have that direct conversation. For people that want to close high-ticket sales, this is unbelievable, because normally when you have a sales page, you don't necessarily know who that person is. We always talk about having a customer avatar. You know, well, you think it's a 60-year-old white male, but again, obviously there's so many different flavors and everybody's unique. You can see, tell them, Jeremy, just some of what you start to see with these people, what it actually starts to tell you about that given customer or prospect that's interacting with you.
Yeah, and this is super powerful if to know. If you start talking to somebody, you know, as soon as they click that get started, our chatbot system gets all kinds of information on them. First of all, anything that they have available publicly can be pulled in, and you're shown right here a lot of the public information. You know, I can see right away this guy. Okay, he works at Simmons. He studied at Harvard, so he's got a really good education. I can see where he lives, see where he's from. We get all this kind of information. We can apply labels to them. We can add notes and so forth. And so that really helps us with the process. We can click over here and we can view this profile and really dig into this guy's personal life. And as a sales tool, that kind of information is absolutely priceless. To be able to instantly have that information right in front of you while you're talking to this person, if you decide to jump in and talk to this person, I'm sure some of you who are in sales and phone sales, you can understand the absolute sheer power of that. It's just insane what you can do.
But most of the times we're not. Most of the time, you know, if we're giving them a free product, they just go get the product and we're done with this. But the fact is, you could continue to engage with them if you want to, but you don't have to.
Yeah, and I will tell you that I've been doing that, and people were shocked. They were like shocked that I even talked, like, oh, Matt, you know, like, and you should see this is fantastic. Like, it was crazy, the conversations, and plus, and I know you guys can get into it, but it allowed me to train the bot even more because of the conversations that I was having with people, and they were just in utter shock.
Oh yeah, and yeah, getting those responses and seeing the normal feedback that you're getting from these people, you can then pre-program those questions that you're getting a lot. You can, you know, like Matt was saying, you can have them respond to certain questions, and you can really get some excellent feedback. Something else I also wanted to point out that is extremely important and extremely powerful is this right here. And I'm just going to blow it up a little bit more. Look at the responsive rate. Now, a lot of you, especially local business and people that do a lot with the messaging on Facebook and so forth, you can see very responsive to messages, 100% response rate, 1 minute response time. You can't do that without this technology. You just can't do that unless you're sitting there 24/7 waiting for somebody to message you and instantly messaging them back, every single person.
Jeremy, I would say this. So the cool thing on mine, like it said, I haven't responded. I don't respond for weeks, and then now it's like instantaneously. I'm like, oh thank God. You know, like I'd never really paid attention. I didn't know there was message in there until this. And now I look like a doctor.
I mean, for businesses that want to look at this from a customer, of course you look at this from a sales perspective, but those that want to look at it from a customer service perspective, when someone's looking at your page, and this, Jeremy, this is your live page, when they see that Jeremy is responding within a minute, they would, if they looked at any competitor, if they looked at any other page, they would literally never see this. This is just literally unheard of, to get back to every single person within a minute. Normally it's, like Matt said, you somewhat responsive and you get back to them within 48 hours. They're seeing 1 minute, and that's all just by setting this up. That alone is ridiculous, just that option.
Right, and you know, you put a good point out there about the support. And again, we're going to go over some of more of the stuff what you can do. But from a support viewpoint, this technology is great for support because you can set up pre-programmed questions, just like you have a knowledge base of, especially if you're a software company or a technology company, and you have a knowledge base and an FAQ center where your customers regularly go to get answers to their questions before actually trying to contact you via email or whatever it may be. You can program all of the stuff into your chatbot so they can actually go and into their messenger and get the questions they need answered right away from those pre-programmed things. So like, hey, I'm having trouble with XYZ. Well, you can have it set to where certain keywords or certain sentences or phrases will trigger a certain response. So you could just set up your entire FAQ database into this and get those immediate questions to them, so they don't even have to leave Messenger to get the answers they need. And they're so accustomed, and here's why it's really, really, really powerful, because we're hitting them in a very personal, private place, right? We're getting to them in a very intimate setting that they only interact with their closest friends on Messenger. And that's something very important to understand. We're reaching them in a place where they only interact with their closest friends. Now they're interacting with your company the same way that they interact with their closest friends and family. And that is huge. That is absolutely powerful. So let me, who's excited? Give me a hell yeah if you're excited. This is very exciting stuff. Before I move on, do we have any questions? I'd like to hit just, if we have any huge questions, everybody's on board. Give me a 1 if you're on board, you understand what's going on, where we're at, and all of that.
And Jeremy, there's another huge aspect of this that we haven't even talked about. Just each one of these things, with the email, with the webinar, with the phone numbers, with the customer service, with your response rate, each one of those separately is ridiculous. But one thing we haven't touched on yet that is absolutely insane is this. Of course we could text them with the phone number. Of course we could send them the email, okay? And you're lucky if you get a 20% response rate with email. But there's a whole other side of this. Just from them clicking on the Get Started, so initially clicking on that ad and clicking on Get Started, without even asking them for anything, without giving them anything, just by doing that, Facebook within the system is putting them on their own Facebook list. So you're creating your own list entirely from within Facebook. So yes, if you want to get their email, you can email them, of course, but then you can contact them and you can send a message to multiple people, all these people that come onto your list on Facebook, directly through this platform. Think about that.
And it's almost like a broadcast, like you would do with an email broadcast. You're putting them on a list that you can actually send a broadcast message out to these people. We're gonna go over this, but it's so exciting. It's so excited, and you can actually broadcast to all these people all at one time. You could segment them if you only want to send the message to the women, or the women that are a certain age. You can do that. You can segment it. You could schedule messages to go out that send out to everybody's. And here's the thing: this is 100% above board legit. They have given you permission to do that, okay? And it's very important. We're not just out blowing out, spam messages or anything. They're raising their hand, by clicking on the ad. They're raising their hand again, saying yes, get started. Raising their hand again,
that they want to be contacted. And the thing with this is that Facebook loves this. Facebook came out with this. Now, of course, we're taking it to a crazier level. The bot option is one thing, but to be able to put them directly on the emails, directly on the webinars, that's something that we have created. But Facebook loves this. Why? Because it keeps people on their platform even longer. That's why Facebook loves it, because that's what they want. They want those eyeballs in Facebook as long as possible. By using these mechanisms, we're keeping that people on Facebook even longer, and Facebook loves us for it. They love you for it.
Oh, in talking about this, James, and I don't know if you guys probably realize the same thing. I was absolutely shocked when I turned on my ad and I was instantly approved. I was like, what the heck is going on? It usually takes me forever for them to approve my ads. It was instantly, and I thought the same thing. It's because I'm probably using their internal system to do everything, and my ads were approved instantly. I don't know. For me, that's exciting if you've been around and seen disapproved ads.
You know what? I noticed the same thing. I actually noticed the same thing, Matt. That is that when I set these ads up, and I'm glad you brought that up. Every single time I've set up one of these messenger ads, it's been boom, it's been approved just like that. And just like you said, normally I have to wait around, at least a few minutes to an hour, but these are like instantly approved. And that's because you're using that technology. They want you to use that technology. This is a brand new feature they just rolled out. And not many people are using it, and they want people to use it more because they know the power of what's going on here, and they know the power of the messenger, and they are really trying to push that out to people. So you get a lot of advantages to using their technology in a way that they want you to use it, and that's really important to point out. So let's talk about what this is not. Okay, this is not a spam tool. Okay, people are raising their hands to be engaged, and I've mentioned chatbot to people before, and they thought it was a spam tool. This is not a spam tool. People are actively wanting to engage with you, and I tell you, they love this stuff. The conversations that I have had inside Messenger with some of the people that click on the ads, they love it. They absolutely love being interacted with in this way, and they're very excited. A lot of people have joined, this webinar, previous webinars, because I've sent them to her. They say, well, how are you doing this? We really want to know how this is being done. It's really cool. And, we've got them on this webinar so they can find out. But they really love this stuff. So we wanted to point that out. And also, I want to stress, again, there is no need for a squeeze page, no need for a website. They don't even have to leave Messenger, and that is huge. Again, and it's so important to stress. They don't have to leave Messenger. They just sit right there. They're in Facebook all day long. They interact with their friends in Messenger. They could do it all right there without having to go anywhere else, and that is super important. Also, we wanted to go over a few examples of what you can do. Now, this is just a few examples. So first of all, you can put them automatically on your email list. We demonstrated that to you. They put it right there on your email list. You can automatically put them on a webinar at the same time. That's crazy. At the same time you can do that. You can get their phone number, and you can take their phone number and run it into, as James mentioned, an SMS service or to an auto dialer or things like that, where you're contacting them via phone. You can automatically deliver a coupon if you're a restaurant or a brick and mortar business or even an e-commerce business. You want to deliver a coupon, you can automatically do that. And you can even do all of this at the same time. That's the power of it. We want to do every one of these things. We could do it all at the same time, and all on 100% autopilot. You don't have to be there. You're off eating dinner, having fun with the family. You're not worrying about this. This is running 24/7 for you. You've got 100% response rate. Your chatbot is in there working for you day in and day out, making you money. You set it at one time, and it's going on forever. Okay, super powerful. You can provide customer service, and I think this is huge for anybody that needs to provide customer service. Whose business needs to provide customer service? The answer is everyone's, right? And you want to have the best customer service, and especially compared to your competitors. And let's be honest here, a lot of businesses just don't put a lot of focus on their support. You can use this as a support system. A lot of people just don't put enough effort into that. They're too focused on the profits, and they're not enough focused on their support system. This gives you a way to provide support in a very intimate atmosphere where they can get their questions answered instantly and to get on with somebody live if that's something that you provide in your business or want to provide your business. that you can have them instantly connected with you live to get those questions answered as well. And that is extremely powerful. People have never seen this before. They've never seen this before, to be able to go get support from a company in the same place where they talk to their friends and their close relatives.
You look cutting edge when you do this. You know, you look like you have, you know, depending on your company, it looks like you could have, you know, multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars behind this technology. Little do they know how quickly and easily it was to set this up.
Right. It looks like $1 million. I mean, it looks like super professional. Nobody else is doing this. Also, you can jump in and provide that live support, and that is just, look, that is near and dear to people's hearts. I personally like to jump in and provide live support. When somebody does the live chat thing, I jump in, but I do about once a day. I go and check all my messages, and I will go through and I will respond to a bunch of those people. And even if they didn't ask for the live support, I'll actually jump in and surprise them and start talking to them. And they absolutely love it. They eat it up. And I spend probably 10, 15 minutes a day doing that. And that's it. I'll jump in once a day for about 15 minutes. I go in there, I hit a few questions, and say a few highs and how you doing, do you need any help kind of thing. And I'm telling you what, people love it. So super powerful again. So this is also very important. And James mentioned this before, but everyone who clicks on that Get Started button, they click on your ad and they click that Get Started button. That's what actually initiates your chatbot, is when they click Get Started. That initiates your chatbot. As soon as they do that, they're automatically put on your special Facebook Messenger list, to where you can send broadcasts out to everybody that has done so. And that's extremely powerful because you're number one, if you're in email marketing, you have realized that the deliverability is getting harder and harder. Those deliverability rates are going down, open rates are going down. With this, you're getting 100% deliverability in the most intimate atmosphere for them, and that is huge, hugely powerful.
It's like another email list, but it's on steroids, because you're getting to them from a second platform. Just like when Matt was talking about this call today, he did a live stream, he sent an email message. This is another crazy tool that you get to get in front of people, because you know what? Some people they miss your email. They miss your email,
right?
But they'll see this because they're on Facebook.
They'll see this, and it actually, most people have their messenger set up to where it pings on their phone like a text message. You can't do that with an email, right? This actually, just like a text message on their phone, bing, hey, you got a new message, right? That is super powerful. Yeah, you can broadcast messages to everyone at once. You can schedule those messages to send out. So, you could schedule up several messages in advance, so that will drip out over time to them. So set it up once and forget it, right? You can even segment your prospects, where you can use labels, you can use filtering, to where you can send it out to only certain people. So being able to segment, if you're running multiple ads and different types of ads to different things, and you want to be able to reach only a certain portion for a certain message, just like you would with your email autoresponder, you can do this with this technology. Also, and this is huge, you can even take payments right inside Facebook Messenger. They can pay you inside of Facebook Messenger using Facebook payments right there without even having to leave Messenger. Now, I can't stress how powerful that is.
And some people have asked, can you sell through this? Yes, both directly and indirectly. So you can have them pay you. Do you want to have an hour conversation? Sure. Send me $500. You could send them to a link. So here, oh, you want to get this e-com product? All right, go to this website. Here it is. So if you had, go ahead.
Or just buy it right here in Messenger. You could sell e-com products right there within your Facebook Messenger. So if you're selling T-shirts to certain niche, you're running ads to, let's say for cows, you're in the cow niche. I love my cows, farmers and stuff. No offense to any farmers out there. I have cows all around my house. But that kind of thing, if you're selling a T-shirt, you can actually set it up to where they can buy that T-shirt right there within Messenger. Right there. They don't even have to leave the page. Consultants, like I said, hey, you want a 30-minute consulting call, send me $100 here, boom, right here within Messenger, and now you can hit the hit the little call button on Messenger and have the call right there, right? So extremely powerful.
And guys, just so you know, I'm watching the attendee count. We are 2 people away from maxing it out, so if you leave, you may not get back in. Just FYI to everybody.
Yeah, I was looking at that myself.
I was gonna do that.
All right. Okay, so, and we touched on this, but you really have to stress how important this is. Business pages increases your response rate to 100%, and the response time all the way down to a minute of response time. I just can't stress how important this is, especially from a support perspective. The 100% response rate, 1 minute, I think many of you can understand. Give me a yes if you understand how powerful that is, because that's huge right there to have that response time. And you cannot do that any other way, again, unless you're just sitting in front of your computer 24/7, instant messaging everybody that hits your thing. If you've got a lot of customers that come through, it's just impossible to pull off. This is going to take you leaps and bounds above your competition. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes, so everybody understands how powerful it is. Huge. So this is only a very small glimpse of what you can do. This is actually fully customizable to your business. It does not matter what business you're in. It's fully customizable. You can do it. So let's talk about maybe a few use case examples. And again, these are just a few. I just wanted to point out a few different ways that different businesses could probably use this or can use this. So restaurants, for example, you can offer coupons. You can offer special blasts. So let's say, for example, you've got a slow night. Okay, you've got a slow night at the restaurant. You're not getting any foot traffic coming in. You can blast out to all your customers, hey, if you come in right now, tonight, we're going to give 10% off of our pizza, or off of drinks, or whatever it might be, and you can immediately, boom, have people walking in the door because you just blasted out to them on their phones. They're hungry. They're looking for somewhere to eat. Bam! Oh wow! I just got this message from Joe's Crab Shack, and they're offering 10% off our meal. Let's go there tonight. So you can imagine how powerful that is. And also customer loyalty, keeping them coming back. And remember, these are people that are you're not blasting out to a bunch of people who don't know anything about you. These are people who have raised their hand and say, yes, I want to get this kind of stuff from you. Super powerful. So, and if you're a consultant, you do stuff, maybe you don't own a restaurant, but you could do consulting for a restaurant, you offer services to a restaurant. I guarantee you offer this, you show them this, that they can do this for those customers, especially the special blast. You can sell them a package to do this all stinking day long.
Oh my God, yeah.
Name your price. And they'll pay for it because they will see foot traffic come in the door. You blast something out like that, they're going to get more people in the door. They will buy this up like hotcakes, and it takes very, very little time. You can have it set up tonight, right, for them. So that's how powerful and how fast it can be. Another use case example. So a dentist, for example, they can provide follow-ups. Hey, you need to come it's time for you to come get your teeth cleaned, and to bring people back in. Hey, your appointment is coming up. We just wanted to check and make sure that you're still going to be coming in. You can also use this for appointment setting. You can connect this to different platforms to allow you to create appointments in your calendar, in your booking system. So imagine how powerful that is. hey, I need to go to the dentist. I just pop open my Facebook Messenger. I'll go, here's Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe, I want to schedule, Monday at 5 o'clock. You got that available? Or, a selection of them to choose from. Boom, the appointment is set right there from within Messenger. They don't even have to leave their Messenger. They don't have to go to your website. They don't have to call you up. It's just 5 seconds, bam, they got an appointment with you. Again, you could take that to a dentist.
That's the thing. Like with dentists, that specific niche, I know a lot about them. And a lot of times, if you're trying to tell them about getting new leads, of course, everybody wants leads and sales, and that's a huge part of this. But a lot of times, it's not that we're looking for new clients. We just want our clients to show up on time. And this is a way that's ridiculous because they could make those voicemails, or they set out the appointment 6 months from now, and people just forget. It happens all the time. But this way, oh gosh, yeah, it comes to their messenger, boom. And then they realize, yeah, I got an appointment a couple days from now. That's, to a dentist, this is an absolute game changer for that specific situation.
Also, real estate. So this is huge for real estate, okay? Because you can get leads, you can book showings, okay? Just like in with the appointment setting with the dentist, you can book showings. You can have people, excuse me, you can have people book a showing for a house right there within Messenger and connect it to your calendar. Also, you can feature houses. So another thing, this is not just text, okay? You can use images, you can use video, and all kinds of different things that you can show them. So let's say, for example, they want to know, they want to see some pictures of certain houses. Maybe they type in the address and boom, you send them all the pictures of the house. That's powerful right there within Messenger. And then, oh yeah, I like that house. Hey, I'd like to book a showing. Let me go ahead and do that. Boom, they're booked with you to go see the house now. Super powerful. Again, a real estate agent, if you're a consultant, will also pay you an arm and a leg for this service because they know it's going to really going to bring them some people in, right? It's really going to increase their profit. Also, digital marketers. So James and I, Matt, we're all in the digital marketing space. So list building, we just showed you 80%, 90% opt-in rates for list building. Absolutely insane. You can't do that anywhere else. You're reaching them in a way that they have never, ever, ever, ever seen before. All of your competition just went bye-bye. List building, you're building lists like just nuts. Affiliate offers, okay? So you can, instead of asking for their email address, or even after asking for their email address and putting them on a link, then you could take them directly to an affiliate offer, and tell them, hey, here's a link to, just like I showed you in my chat, our course on traffic. Hey, I need some help with traffic. Boom, here's an affiliate link to a course on traffic.
Or to buy directly. A couple people have been asking about, can you sell physical products on this? Of course. So you could run an ad to people that are into, I'm trying to think, I keep saying survival because Jeremy and I have been talking about survival lately, but maybe people are into a certain, type of knife or something like that for survival. Well, okay, and they say, well, we're interested in these knives. You reach out to them, and then, oh, do you like this kind of knife? Yes, which they already do from the targeting through Facebook. Oh, why don't you go check out this knife, and send them to a link to buy that knife. So yes, it definitely works with T-shirts, with anything that you're selling as an affiliate marketer. If you're selling physical goods, all of that, because you're getting in front of those eyes and then pushing them wherever you want it to go. If you want to build your list, you want to send them directly to buy something through Messenger, or sending to a website to buy something from there. Any way you want to slice it, it can all be done.
Right, and it works. Again, it works for any niche. Any niche that you can think of, online or brick and mortar, you can put this into your business right away, and you're going to see instant results. You're going to see results right away. It's so powerful. So do you guys think this is cool? Do you think it's cool? You think this is an amazing way to interact with people and show you care? I want to see some hell yeahs. I really want to see some hell yeahs. Is it not obvious that you're going to make more sales with this? You're not going to get a better relationship with your customers. You're going to reach out to those customers in a brand new way they've never seen before. Your competition isn't doing it at all. Okay, is that cool? Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. So we're all on the same page here. So how would you like to be able to do this for your business and for your clients? I'm sure everybody here is in agreement. Would love to, right? Yes, exactly. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We actually want to show you how to do this. We're going to show you step by step how to make the ads. If you've never made an ad before, if you've never even run a Facebook ad before, we've got you covered. We're going to show you how to do that, okay? And we're going to show you how to run good ads. Also, we're going to show you exactly how to set up your bot and be up and running in less than 24 hours. And
that's important to mention, Jeremy. This is not, even though the features and the ability is crazy, we show you how to set this up in a very easy way. So it's not hard to actually create this. It's powerful, extremely powerful, but it's easy to set up. That's important for people to know.
It's easy to, well, I'll say this. It's easy to set up if you have our training because, and especially the fully automated email thing, I banged my head. Yes, I banged my head against the. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. I'm sorry, but I was just confirming, guys. Like seriously, if it wasn't for your training, then I told my wife, I was like, God, this would have took me days, but thank God, it took me less than 2 hours, and I was up and running.
This was not easy for us initially. It took us a lot of pain to make this happen because this does not exist anywhere else. Yes, messenger ads exist, but this whole process does not exist unless you do what we're doing. And that took a lot, believe us, to get to that point. But now we have it down to a science, and it's very easy to do once you know the exact steps.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, it would have taken days. It did take us days. It took us weeks to figure out how to get this set up. Once you know how to do it, it's not that hard. But setting it up, especially the email automation part, or the automating, sticking whatever information you want, putting it somewhere else, and then being able to shoot it somewhere else, that is very complicated process, but we've simplified it for you, made it really easy for you to do, and I cannot stress enough how even if you try to go out and do this on your own, I promise you're going to be coming back because you're going to be banging your head against the wall like I did. Also, you're going to get our exact methodology and scripts that convert. So you're actually going to get the same scripts that we are currently using that is getting these opt-in rates for us. You're getting, and the things that are working for us, we're going to give you a copy of that stuff. Okay, you're going to see exactly what we're doing, and we're going to walk you through the entire process, A to Z, setting up your ads, setting up your bots, setting up. We're working with multiple platforms that we're putting together here, and somebody may say, I have heard of some sort of chat bot platform before. We're actually stringing together a bunch of different things together and making them work in conjunction in a way that nobody else is doing and you cannot do with a single platform. And that is very important to understand, is that we're walking you through this entire process and taking you by the hand to do it. It is not easy to figure out on your own. So let's just talk about real quick what you're going to get. So again, you're going to get step-by-step, over-the-shoulder, watch me do it training. I literally take you through and point here, click here, type this, click there, drag this here, and that kind of thing. It's that kind of step-by-step over-the-shoulder training. We're going to give that to you as $297 value. Also, you're going to get the exact formula that gave us an 89% opt-in rate. No need for a squeeze page. Get the email opt-ins directly through Messenger. Plus, GoToWebinar registrants automatically at the same time. You can put them on a webinar. You can put them here. You can put them there. Sorry, my neighbor is firing up his thing again. If you can hear that. Also, you're going to get exact instructions for setting up your own automated chatbot. We're also going to give you the easy breezy Facebook ads. So simple yet so effective. And this is really important because a lot of people struggle with Facebook ads. A lot of people struggle with getting them to convert and getting them to to set up, and even just the process of setting them up. We're going to show you how to do it fast, easy, and very effectively, so you're hitting the right people. The hyper-targeting, how to find those laser-targeted audiences. And that is very important, because if you're not hitting the right audiences with your ads, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter how fancy your system is. If you're not hitting the right people, your ad is just going to go, you know, it's not going to work. So we're going to show you the easy way to laser target. I mean, it's so genius, the system that we have laid out and able to laser target your ads. And then whether you use the chatbot system or not, this is going to help you dramatically just with your everyday average ads. It's really going to help you out. Also, we're going to give you nearly a dozen different monetization strategies you can start using today. So we realize that a lot of you here on the call today probably have your own business. You're already doing something. You're already generating money. But there's also some of you out there that may not be quite there yet, and you're still kind of struggling with ways to try to make money as a business, and particularly online. We're actually going to give you a dozen different monetization strategies that you can start using today to actually start making money with this stuff. If you don't have a business, if you don't have any kind of money coming in from an entrepreneurial standpoint, you can start taking these strategies and implement them and start making money with this system right away. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of hope for those of you that are saying, you know, how can I use this technology? I know how powerful it is, but I don't have anything to use it for yet. Well, this will give you something to use it for and actually start bringing in those customers. Also, this is, you know, the best tool on the market for closing high-ticket sales. I mean, you just can't beat getting right there inside of their messenger and being able to have those auto responses. Your chatbot is handling those objections for you, and then priming that person for you, priming those prospects for you, and pre-qualifying those prospects for you before you jump on live with them. And then you just, boom, you're on live with them. It's a smooth, seamless, instant transition that and it just carries right through the sales process. You can close those high-ticket sales all day long with this thing. Also, you're going to be getting our done-for-you, fully automated list-building chatbot script. This is an exact copy of our script that's getting us the 80%, 90% opt-in rates. This is the actual the words that we're using in the sales copy and the scripts that we're actually running to these people to get these high conversion rates. It works like gangbusters. It works like clockwork. All day long. Absolutely love it. Done for you. Also, done for you link clicker script. So if you want to just get people to your website, maybe you don't care about getting them on an email list or this or that and the other. You just want quick and painless. You want to get them to your website or your e-store or your affiliate link. This script is for you. Okay, we make it. It takes 5 minutes to set up. And boom, you can have them buying your affiliate stuff in a heartbeat. That makes them really click happy. They go through it super fast for them, and they absolutely love it. All right. Also, we're going to give you brick wall objection busters. Now, this is super important because sales is all about overcoming objections. And if you can't overcome people's objections, then you can't sell anything. And this is super important. So we're actually throwing in, James did a really great video on how to overcome objections. We have also got a PDF with a list of a lot of the questions and objections that we come and how to overcome those objections. Really great training. James did a fantastic job on that, and this is going to help you basically overcome just about any objection that people throw your way. Super important, super powerful. You're going to get that also today. Also, you're going to get 4 live workshops where you can get your questions answered right there on the call. So we're actually going to be hosting over the next month or so 4 live workshops each week, and we're going to be showing you what we're doing, what's working for us, the ads that's working for us, you know, the chats that's working for us, and exactly what we're doing. We're going to be sharing that with you, but also we're going to be answering all of your questions right there on the calls, right there on the call. And we're the kind of people that, you know, we don't leave the call until it's just crickets, until nobody else is talking and nobody else has any more questions. We're going to be right there with you, helping you out. And these live workshops are super powerful. People have had some really great breakthroughs on these workshops, and learning like what we're doing and what's not working for. We're going to be sharing what's not working for us as well, so you don't have to go through the same pitfall and go through the same, you know, losing money out on your ads or something because of a failure that like we would produce. Also, you're going to get lifetime access to our support group. So you're going to pay only once for an eternity of our care, and we are here to help you succeed. And I cannot stress enough how important and powerful this is, because inside our support community, we really help you and take you by the hand and answer your questions. If you have questions, you post them there and we get notified right away. And I'm one of those guys that I like to jump in right away and help you right as soon as I see something posted. I get pinged on my phone, bing, I go in there and I'll answer your questions. And we're going to really help you overcome any obstacles that you might face with this. And you're actually getting lifetime access to this. You're getting lifetime access to our time. And hopefully I can stress that enough, is that most of our people that are in our support groups, they pay a monthly recurring fee to be in our support group. We're giving you lifetime access, and you know, I can't stress that enough, how powerful. It's absolutely priceless. So that's what we're going to do for you today, and the total value of all of that is $3,656. Now, what would it be worth to you to be able to reach prospects in a new way and on a new level like they've never seen before, and be able to completely automate that entire process? What would that be worth to you? Think about that for a second. What would that be worth to you in your business? You know, if you could just make one mid to high ticket sale, you know, what would that be worth to you? Would it be $400, $1,000, $5,000, maybe even $10,000? Just one high ticket sale. So really think about that for a moment, how powerful that could be in your business to have.
And
that.
this is evergreen too. This is not like you use this for a week. You can use this forever with your business.
And that's very important. It's very important to understand. You set it up one time and it works for you forever. It just keeps on working. But you only had to do the work once. This could easily sell for $19.97. Easily sell for $1,000, $997. But for an extremely limited time, and I truly mean that, it is extremely limited time, we're going to give this to you for a mere fraction of that. Not $19.97, not even half of that. We're not going to give it to you for even $9.97, not $4.97, not even $3.97. And I know a lot of times you come on a webinar and you expect to pay a lot of money, usually $1,000 or more. We've had people tell us that we should definitely be charging well over this, and they don't even want us to. Some of them don't even want us to sell it. Really, don't want us to give this information away because it's so powerful. Not even $3.97. For a limited time only, though. We can only keep this open for a limited time because, again, we do not want this for everybody in the world to know. You know, we kind of want to keep it private to ourselves. So the very, very limited time we're going to offer this to you. And there's a very special bonus that we want to offer you. And this is important to take note. The first 10 people to get in are going to get a 30-minute one-on-one private strategy session with us. Okay, and that can be very powerful. We're going to get in there and talk with you about your business. You can lay it out to us, and we're going to set down a strategy session with you and help you figure out how to use this, how to apply this in your business, and help you overcome any brick walls that you might be facing. The first 10 people in only, and we have to stick to that because you have to realize we're giving our time away, so we can only do this for so many people. have to stick to that 10-person limit. So the first 10 people to get in, again, 30-minute one-on-one private strategy session. And I just want to mention Jen Purdue. I was able to help her the other day. She had an ad that was not producing any. She's getting 0 results. She got on a private strategy session with me, and the very next day she was seeing over 30% increase. A 30% increase overnight just from that one strategy session. So I want to really emphasize how powerful this is for you. So who's ready to check this out? Who's ready to get in right now, wants to be one of the first 10 people in? Give me a hell yes. Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes. Okay. All right, so the first 10 people in, I'm going to give you the link right now, and go right now to this website, profitcoalition.com/Jeremy. Okay, go there right now. Don't waste much time because those 10 are going to go fast. I can tell you from the past 2, we've only done 2 webinars on this. I can tell you from those past 2, those 10 are going to go fast, so you need to be very quick about it.
And can someone type that too, in case someone can't see that? Matt, maybe can you type that in the chat?
I'm sending it out right now. So I'm sending it out via the question area, and I'm also sending it out in the another area. I can't the chat window. So you guys look at both places, and I see credit card in hand. Hell yes, H yes, hell yes, yeah. So I'll tell you guys that is happening. I just sent it out to the chat. I'm going to send out the other one. One will be clickable, the other one won't be, so you'll have to copy and paste it into your browser, just so you guys know on there. But it is in the chat. I believe that one's the clickable. The one that's going into the question area, you're going to have to copy it out of the question area and do it over there. But you should see it over your right-hand side right now.
And guys, we did. I think we did a really good job of answering questions as we were going through this. But if you have any questions right now, and we didn't get to it for whatever reason, please type it in here now. If you've done it, do it again so we can make sure we get it. So one question here says, does this have it where people have to subscribe and receive autoresponder Facebook messages? So number 1, they can subscribe to your list if you want them to, and number 2, they can be put into a special Facebook tool to send messages that way.
They're automatically, as soon as they click on your ad on the get started, they're automatically put on your Facebook Messenger list inside the chatbot system, where you can then send broadcasts out to them. So it's an automatic process that happens for them.
And thank you for those picking it up.
Eric, I don't know if you're using it for tag me, but showing it. I'm in. We got a couple. Harold's in. Eric, you're in. Awesome. So just so you guys know, people are reporting that they're in, and I can't see the other side, but people are coming in right now.
And that guy's name happens to be Basak. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but the same last name. Maybe that's a family member, Matt.
No, it's email tracking. I looked it up.
Okay. Someone said, could we use this for a church or a mission? I specifically have never thought of it for a church, but yeah, you definitely could. I mean, if you want to build a list, if you want to, if you're a charitable organization and you do want to accept payments for things, yes, Facebook allows you to take payments in from there. I mean, there's so much that we've talked about here. Someone, and I'm going through this, Jeremy, please interrupt if you want, or Matt, but I see a lot of questions here, guys. I'm trying to get to them as quick as I can. Go ahead.
Will work. A lot of people are asking, will it work with all major autoresponder companies? Yes, and I can't sit here and list out all the ones that it will work with, but either GetResponse, Aweber, most of the big autoresponders you should be able to use this with.
Someone wrote, can the list be exported? Definitely. So if that's phone numbers, emails, any information that you want, yes, it can definitely be exported. I'm
just checking. Somebody said PayPal is conking out on the PayPal page. Is anybody else getting that?
I'm seeing payments come in, so just refresh your screen if you're having trouble. But
we might be overloading PayPal.
No, but it's definitely coming in. But if you have an issue, guys, just refresh. But I am seeing payments come in. Does this lower your cost per lead? Definitely. I mean, I think Matt can attest to that. As someone that's
Oh, yeah.
just started going through this, it's lowered his lead. If you want to talk about that, Matt, just in terms of the lead cost
No,
for
I
you
mean,
lately.
well, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you can go to there's lead sources you can go out there and get leads. You know, I mean, heck, you're paying $1 a lead. I mean, if you even get $1, for me, if I even get $1 a lead, and I told it earlier, I have the results here. What am I at? 67 cents per lead. That's freaking awesome. I mean, you think about it, I mean, barely. I mean, actually, let's look at this from a different perspective. Any of you guys do solo ads? It just hit me. Anybody does solo ads? I barely can buy a click for 67 cents on a solo ad.
Let alone an opt-in.
Right.
Yeah, let alone an opt-in. So I'm getting 67 cents per opt-in, and 100% conversion rate. And what I did was, and I'm scaling it up, and that's one thing. Right before the call, actually, I started when we were doing. I actually was live chatting with people through the live chat that are actually on this call. They were like writing to me like, "This is amazing." But I used your hyper targeting and earlier, and so I'm scaling it up through the hyper targeting because it just makes sense for me to do that. Once I got it fixed this morning. But let me say another thing for guys like me, and I noticed and I don't know if you guys know this, but like Roland Frazier of direct of email digital marketer. I mean, he signed up for this. A lot of big names that I know. I mean, I know you're talking to Tillman. Everybody's interested in this. And the reason I bring that up is because there's a lot of guys like us. There's a lot of people that I kind of bring a little of the old guard because I've been around for a while. And you're probably on here, and some guys are like, oh, I could figure out how I can get her. I could figure this out on my own. I'm going to tell you, like, I said it took me 2 hours. It took me about an hour and a half to convince myself to, like, no, I'm not smarter than these guys.
When it comes to this. When it comes to this.
Yeah, when it comes to this. And I mean, to be clear, like, I was like, damn it. And so I went back and I used your scripts because I was trying to reinvent the wheel. And it just like, man, and I was confused. Like, I mean, like at the beginning, I was like, trying to do it on my own. And then when I did it, I was like, oh, thank God. It was like, you can ask my wife. Like, I literally was like, oh my God, thank God. And I had it done. I had it done a lot faster. So, I mean, that's one thing I'm going to say for you guys is just looking from that perspective. People are in. They say they're in. Jeremy, could you like kind of go to the link and show them like what the page looks like and everything from there?
Sure.
Yep. We got a bunch of people that are on right now. I'll resend that while you do it. But yeah, it's profitcoalition.com/Jeremy. I will give you guys that link again. I'm going to send it out to the whole audience through chat. And you'll see also it's coming in right now. And I'm also replying to somebody that said in.
Hey guys, this is we got a lot going on right now because we're showing this page. Jeremy, we're going to show that because we have questions. But I'm seeing your questions come up here. After Jeremy goes through this page, we're going to make sure we address every one of your questions. So if we've missed your question, we're seeing them come in. We're going to address them, and then if you have to write it again, but we were not trying to ignore anyone's question. We'll answer any questions. So go ahead, Jeremy.
Yeah, so let's just go over again what you're going to get. So we actually have two different plans for you, but the Pro version, you're going to get the most value. So step-by-step, over-the-shoulder, watch me do it training. Again, it's point and click, and type this, type that, point here, click there. Very, very step-by-step, make it super easy for you to figure out. This took me weeks to figure out how to do this stuff, guys. It's insane. You're going to get that. It's going to make it so easy for you. Also, you're going to get our exact formula that gave us 89% opt-in rate, and it's consistently getting us over 80% opt-in rate, just like we showed you live earlier. 89% opt-in rate, or 80% opt-in rate. That's $143 value right there. Exact instructions for setting up your own chat bot, $95 value. Easy breezy Facebook ads. So simple yet so effective. And I have to really put this out there. This is such a easy way to do Facebook ads. That and the hyper targeting that Matt was talking about. This is really going to make your Facebook ads start performing better, and it makes it easy to really laser in on those people that you really want to talk to. And sometimes that's a difficult thing to find. And to figure out how to get that targeting down. That's what people struggle with the most when it comes to Facebook ads. And this system that we have set up for lasering in on these people is super simplistic, and I absolutely love it, and it always gets great results. Also, we're giving you nearly a dozen different monetization strategies that you can start using today. So if you're not if you don't already have a business, or you want to add more to your current business and make some more money with that, and bring in some more streams of income, we're going to give you a dozen different monetization strategies you can start out with today. Also, again, this is the best tool on the market for closing high-ticket sales. You can close high-ticket sales all day long, just from it's pre-qualifying those people for you, and you can seamlessly jump in and start talking to them live and take their payment right there live within Messenger. You can't do that with any other system. You just cannot do that, and that is so powerful. Also, you'll be able to fully automate your sales process using this, so you can fully automate this whole thing. Plus, you're getting the done-for-you, fully automated list building chatbot script. That's the script and the actual words and things that we're telling them in our chatbots that is getting us these high opt-in rates. You're getting the link clicker script, so if you don't want them to opt in, you just want them to go to a website or to an affiliate link or to your e-com store, this is going to make it easy for them to just go right through and just click, and boom, they're on your website. Makes them really click happy. Also, the brick wall objection busters. Making those sales is all about handling objections, and if you can get that down, then you can sell anything you want all day long. If you can handle objections. And so we're giving you a list of the top objections that we get and how to blow right through them. Again, master this and you become an unstoppable sales machine. Also, you're getting 4 live workshops with us over the next 30 days. We're going to be holding live workshop every week where you can get your questions answered right there on the call. Plus, we're going to be showing you the ads, the scripts, everything that we're doing that's working for us, with what's not working for us. That's a $397 value, easy, for those 4 live workshops. You're going to be getting help right there on the call, and not just from us. And one thing I love about these workshops that I failed to mention before is that it's not just us helping you. There's other people on the call that can jump in as well, because there's some very smart people, okay, that are getting in this and that are getting in the groups, and that can really help you out and have breakthroughs. So it's not just me and James. It's about the community aspect of it as well that you're getting in that, and the same thing goes for the support group with a lifetime access to the support group.
Yeah, like we know this works, obviously, but to have someone like Matt, to have someone like Tillman, some of these guys that we really respect, big-time marketers, just really grabbing a hold of this and saying, we want to use this with our business. That in and of itself is just amazing. So we're so excited because, of course, we're seeing some great results, some amazing results. But to really say, you know what, other people are going to, we know you can see those results. It's not like some strategies that are out there where there's only so much and it can get, there's only so much of a playing field. Whatever your specific business is, the way that the law of the averages work, you're probably going to be the only one that's doing that. So for everyone that uses this, it's like, wow, it's in a sense, it's like you're the only one in the world that's doing it this way. So it's crazy. Continue. Sorry, Jeremy. I just wanted to mention that.
No, yeah, absolutely, and you're absolutely right. Plus, the first 10 people again are getting in the 30-minute one-on-one private strategy session. I haven't even looked at the dashboard, to see if we've even crossed that yet. But the first 10 people, we have to limit it to those 10 people. So get in there fast because these sales are coming in. We're getting notifications. I just have not counted them yet. So total value you're getting is over $1,956, and I actually, it's well more than that, and I just can't stress it. You better get in fast because these things are coming in.
and we definitely stand behind this product. We offer a guarantee, so we know you're going to love it. But yes, we do offer a guarantee. Jeremy, did you have more to that? I want to start answering some of these questions coming in.
Nope. Go ahead. What are the
Yeah,
questions?
well, there's just a lot of people coming in with stuff, and thank you to all these that saying that they're in. We really, really appreciate you. Some people said, well, how can we use this on clients' accounts? I mean, you could set this up for a client. You could have a business. We're selling this for really pennies on the dollar for what we could sell this for, but you could go to an offline business and say, look, we could set this up for you, and you could charge them $1,000 all day long, for example, or a lot more. So can this be done multiple times? Yes. You now have the power to do with it what you will. Okay, if you want to sell this to offline businesses, quote unquote offline businesses, brick and mortar businesses, by all means you can do that.
Online business.
Yeah, online business.
Anybody. Nobody else knows about it. Nobody else is using this. So literally, you can sell this to anybody that's in a business.
This is so ahead of its time. It's nuts. But this is where I feel it should go in the future. But you're so far ahead of everybody right now.
Russ has a question.
Yeah,
Are there upsells? No.
What? No, there's no upsells, right?
No upsells. This is it. This is everything.
What I was going to say is Eric literally just. So dude, I'm seeing all the questions over there. You guys are seeing. I'm getting emails. Literally says, how often does somebody get to say thank you for selling them something? But thanks so much for bringing this to my attention. I've been looking for a way to leverage IM in Facebook for the longest time, including buying a bunch of solutions that didn't work. I mean, I'm getting emails like coming in right now from people just that are grabbing this, because I mean it's going to be a game. It's not just a game changer. You're going to be ahead of it, but it's also for many of you guys going to be a life changer too. I mean, you could tell ask my wife, like I could not sleep last night seeing because I'm just like I tell you, it's like Christmas when I find a new strategy that I get excited about. Now I'm not going to take more of your time, but everybody went to mastermind. That's how this happened. Because Jeremy's in my mastermind, and everybody when he started talking about this, we're all like, oh my God. And we're not talking about anybody. I mean, we're talking about people that run $1 million businesses, people that are running hundreds of $1,000 businesses, like sitting there, jaw dropping to the floor, so excited. And then, it's like, people are writing, I'm implementing this tonight, expect my success story and testimonial within a week or so. It's awesome.
Yeah, I've actually been blown away by the number of really high level people and people that are running multi million dollar businesses that are coming to me now, and especially since Matt has been spreading the word a little bit. I've gotten so many messages from people that are running these high level businesses that are really interested and super excited to start using in their business.
But at the same time,
we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, but that's awesome, and it's amazing to see these high-level people that have $1 million businesses with all kinds of companies, or all kinds of employees, knowing they can use this. But at the same time, I don't want this to give the impression that this is only for the seven-figure marketer. This is for the person that's never made money online ever, because it's going to give you such an advantage. So it's really for everybody. If you want to scale this and make this huge, you can. But it's also for the person that just wants to sell, an info product. I mean, if that's what you're doing, that's fine. I don't want to pigeonhole this as it's just for the guys that are really kicking butt right now. It's not. It's for everybody.
Yeah, and it makes you, if you are the little guy, it makes you look like the big guy, okay? Because even the big guys aren't using this technology yet. So if you're the little guy, it really makes you stand out among the crowd, and that's important to point out too.
I would just like to say this too for people to kind of think about this. What most people don't realize is, especially when you guys see a new thing like this, and this is going to be Amazon. Facebook put this out, allow the capability of doing this, and that's one of the things just to realize. So the good thing is when you see an opportunity like this, if you don't take action on it, then most people forget about the idea of opportunity cost, because every day you don't get started doing it, every day you don't get it started. That's why I implement it really quickly, and that's why a lot of us implement it really quickly. And that's the difference between that's how you guys can grow really fast. And the great thing is the results are ridiculous, and the support you're going to get, everything else you guys have, like having somebody hold you by the hand. I will tell you, my ego, I did not hit you. I wish I would have gotten the group, because I really was my ego was like, no. I want to tell you guys, extend your hand out, because you ask and you shall receive. It's all throughout the world, but and then when you get in there, you're going to get the ability to be able to ask. You're not going to be stumped. I know these two guys. They're going to take care of you with, you know, I mean, they're going to take care of you, and you're going to be ahead of the curve. You guys are going to be on the fast track and be one of the next success stories and testimonials.
Definitely, and that's another reason we want this too, is to see that success, which we already started to see because we've only really put this out to one other person other than Matt right now, but we're already seeing success, like people running with this already. Just a question again again we're trying to get to all these questions here. Said, if you sell the service, is it possible for the customer to adjust the questions and interact with the subscribers? Heck yeah, that's the whole point of it. All of this is customizable, and if you sell this to someone, yes, they can certainly do that.
Yeah, if you like, so for example, if you set it up for them the first time, obviously you would have to show them how to go in and add the question, but it'll be super easy for them to go in and adjust the questions, and you'll see that once you go through the training, you'll see how easy it will be for them to be able to take over that. So if you're setting this up for a company and you're charging like a one-off fee, you don't want to maintain it for them. But here's the other thing: you can actually charge them. You'll make more money if you charge them to maintain it for them and charge them to adjust the questions for them. So, you know, providing that recurring billing, say, hey, we'll manage this for you on a monthly basis, and you know, adjust it as needed. So, you know, don't discount that aspect as well. Somebody asked, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you know, there's well, Matt said opportunity cost, but that's why hosting, I see it does so well. You know, if you or like a company like ClickFunnels, if you have your website on there and you stop paying them, the website goes down. You know, so there's an opportunity cost of losing that. So we're selling this as a one-time fee for you as the customer, but if you wanted to sell this to another business and charge them a recurring fee, you could set that up. But if they stop paying you the $200 a month or whatever you charge, then it goes down. That is a business model you could do.
Yeah, you could totally turn off their chatbot if they stop paying you, and that's a hard thing for a business to you know, when they've got something set up that's working for them, they are really you know, they don't want to lose that. Yeah, really motivated to pay you, because as soon as they skip a payment and you turn off that chatbot, they're going to notice right away. Oh, here's your payment. Forgot to pay. You know, make sure we set up that get that set up. Also, somebody asked, do you have to? Oh, by the way, thank you, RB. RB says he's in. Thanks, man. Somebody asked, do you have to have an autoresponder? No. That is completely 100% optional. That's just something that we are doing. I highly recommend building an email list. You know, Matt has been teaching list building. I've been teaching list building for years, and it's definitely to your advantage to get an autoresponder and start building an email list of your customers, but you absolutely do not have to have one. And in fact, you are building another kind of list at the same time, whether you're using an autoresponder or not. You're building a list on Facebook Messenger as well, to where you could broadcast them out just like you would with an email list, but actually even getting better results, because you're getting better deliverability, you're getting 100% you know, deliverability, a much better open rate, and you're getting in front of people in a way that you can't with email, because you can, you know, like I said, most people have their messenger, like I do, set to notify them when there's a new message, just like when you get a text message, and most people have that on set as default. And so if you send out a broadcast, bing, it's like you just sent a text message to their phone, and people are going to open that, okay, and nobody else is doing that for them.
You know, this to me, I liken this to let's just say we focus a lot on, you know, brick and mortar businesses, although I'm a digital marketer, so I see it for everybody, but it's to the point, like the effectiveness that I see this is just like text messaging. You know, you send a text to someone and you have definitely over a 90% open rate compared to a 20% open rate on an email, although email is my bread and butter. But the same thing with, if a restaurant really takes a hold of this, and they start to get, you know, if you're doing, let's say, localized marketing to a little town, and you get 1,000, 2,000 people from that town that are there interacting, and you send a message at 5 o'clock to have somebody come in on a Tuesday in your restaurant, some restaurants, this is so effective, some restaurants will actually not send this out to everyone because too many people will come in at one time. That's how effective this is.
That's
So understand that. You know, if you
crazy to think about. Yeah.
right, or if you said call my phone number and you send out, you're going to have so many calls. It's just you got to slow it down. Like that's the kind of power that this wields.
Exactly. Somebody else asked, do you need a fan page, a Facebook fan page to make this work? Yes, you do need a Facebook page, not a personal profile, a Facebook page, a Facebook fan page, which takes all of 5 minutes tops to set up, and it's free to do. It's really easy, super easy to set up a fan page. But yes, you will need a fan page. You cannot do this from your personal profile. It is only an option that Facebook gives to people with fan pages. But as soon as you set up a fan page in 5 minutes, boom, you're in business. You can get started and get this working.
Which can be very, very subtle. I mean, you don't have to have a bunch of photos and anything like that. You can just set up a basic page. It takes 2 seconds if you want to. You don't have to, go wild with it. If
Eric asks, can you send individual IMs like appointment reminders? Yeah, absolutely. You can send individual IMs, and you can do it through the the messenger. You can do it through the chat bot. Absolutely, yes.
How long until the price goes up, Jeremy? Date? It's within a week, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're gonna leave this up. I think we 72 hours. We're going to leave this up for 72 hours.
So there is, guys, we're doing this. Of course, we're selling this, but we're part of the reason we're doing this is because we've talked to Matt to get this out there. He's been a big part of this, taking the reins with this. So our ultimate goal for us is to sell this at least close to, if not more than the 4-figure range. So this is really an introductory price. To get more and more people to say, look, yeah, this worked for us. This worked for us. To get that in, and then we're going to charge a lot more. So this really is a crazy value. Obviously, if you've bought this, you'll know that and see that. And a couple people.
Jeremy, I almost gave Jeremy a call before this call. I'm gonna be dead. Like this is. I'm no PS aside. Totally like. I was like, I went through the training. I did the whole thing. I started seeing the results, and I was literally going to call you this morning. And thank God I had to help. My son's chain broke. I mean, my son went and got a new bike. His chain fell off because it's like a 21 speed. Chain fell off. I went outside to do it, but if I didn't have to do that, and thank God you want to praise my son, I was going to tell you, look, I think you need to raise the price to $500. Like I was going to tell you to swap it from 500 on the one that's 247 and change the other one to 247. I'm telling you guys, you can steal a deal. Like and that's even ridiculously low for this. I mean, I really, and a lot of people will tell you. I mean, and it is. Yesterday, everybody was it Jen that you talked about. She was like, man, this should be $1,000, and it should be. And I want to get you guys a deal off $1,000, but he did give me a steal of a deal. And I'll tell you guys, if you haven't already grabbed it, I would grab it right now. Literally, I'm not talking about, like, there are times I've been on webinars where I haven't used it. Like, my excitement's here because not just I used it, but I'm getting freaking amazing results. I'm sitting here watching my ads while this thing's going on. My messenger is going up with people, like, new people responding to it, new people getting on my list. I mean, it's just freaking sick.
Yeah, and I will say this: nobody else is definitely not going to get it at this price. After this special is over, we're doing this for Matt's people. I'm in Matt's mastermind. I love Matt. We've done a lot together, and we want to do something special for his people, for you guys. And so yeah, nobody else is ever going to see this price again, ever. So we're definitely going to be raising the price. But it's such exciting. Do we have any more questions? I want to make sure that we're getting all the questions answered.
And it's so weird, Jeremy, because we're seeing payments. I see them coming in, but I've had a couple people now, 2 or 3 people, that are telling me PayPal is slow. I don't know what that means. Obviously, I understand what slow means. I would just say just keep refreshing because they are coming in. So you might be clicking on the buy button and it's just like spinning. Just try it again in a few minutes. It will come up. I don't know why it's slow for some people, but for others, it's not been an issue.
Right, and let me just double check, make sure PayPal's doing okay over here.
But I'm
Wow,
definitely
look at
yeah. And first of all,
wow.
thank you for all the support. We know
Yeah.
that this is a huge deal for everybody. It's been a huge deal for us in terms of implementing it, but a deal in terms of price. So, but we do appreciate all of these people that are buying. I mean, you really are just validating what we're doing here, and we thank you for that because it's just so many of you are picking this up. So thank you. You're gonna love it. You're gonna see results, and it's gonna be well worth the price because you're on the cutting edge. But for those of you, a couple of you said that it's taking a while. Just keep trying. It will go through because everybody else is, for the 2 or 3 that we're seeing this saying it's taking time. It will come up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, and
looking.
somebody asked me to do PayPal. They take PayPal, and then on PayPal you can do Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. Just so you guys know. So I know many of you guys know that, but I just want to be clear that there's an option. You can just put in your credit card. You put in Visa, MasterCard if it's not connected. When you go through there.
Yeah.
So whatever you got, PayPal takes.
And also, something I do sometimes is if you can use PayPal Credit. PayPal Credit, no payments, no interest for 6 months. For a lot of people have access to that.
Yeah, definitely. PayPal credit's a way for you to I think they'll give you usually $2,000 or $3,000 if you don't have it. It's a pretty quick process to get set up. Someone said, "Is this available for?" This is definitely live for 72 hours, and it will. I don't know when we're going to cut it off exactly, but it will be definitely available for the next 72 hours. The price will be going up after 72 hours. So if you want to get it a couple days from now, you can, but it will be up in price. And Matt's telling us to put it up a lot higher. So I don't know what it's going to be exactly, but we're
Yeah, I wish you would have messaged me this morning, Matt. No, we're definitely. I'm glad.
Well, you did see me hit up what's her name in our group, in the mastermind group, like, hey, I asked her a question. That's the reason I asked, because I wanted to make sure there was no conflict between us. But yeah, so you guys lucked out. I mean, literally, I was literally gonna.
Yeah, I just got another payment in the PayPal, so it's working. It might be a little slow, but they are coming in. So, and I haven't gotten a notification from PayPal about anything being broken or anything like that. So, just keep trying. Let's see. Any other questions? I want to make sure we got all the questions. Let's see. I use FB Instant way to open up.
Yeah, I had a couple of people ask me, do you need PayPal with this? Or not PayPal, do you need Facebook with this? And yes, this is using Facebook to run the ads to get to prospects and customers, and it's also using Facebook to interact with the people. Now, of course, once you start your interaction, you can take it wherever you want to go. Again, if you want to get them on an email list, you want to put them to a webinar, you want to get their phone number, you want to chat with them, and some of the other options that we talked about, putting them to a sales page. It's up to you where you want to take it, where you want to concentrate on with one or more of these options, and we suggest you use multiple options because why not? But yes, the initial premise of this is using Facebook for anyone is not clear on that. So some people I personally don't know anyone that doesn't have Facebook. I mean, I'm in there in the marketing community, and my mom has Facebook. Everybody I know has Facebook, but you might be someone that doesn't really like Facebook for whatever reason, or maybe you don't have a Facebook account. Just set one up and think of it in terms of using it for business. It doesn't mean you have to be in there and talking to your high school friends or anything. Just set up an account if you don't have one so that you can use the power of this. Why? Because that's where everybody else is. Just think of it that way.
Right. Okay, let's see.
Any other questions? We still see a lot of people on the call, which is awesome. If we didn't get to your question, we missed it, please write it in again. We'll get to it.
I want to give you guys my if you keep having trouble, I'm going to just pop open text edit over here. And I want to give you my email address. I'm going to give you my personal email address right now. Let me move this out of the way.
And while Jeremy's doing that, someone said, will this work for MLM? Yes, this is an MLM dream. Okay, because MLM is all, or network marketing or multi-level marketing is all about making connections with people, and nothing works better right now that I've ever seen, and I've been around a while, to connect with people on a level like this. It's just unheard of.
And if for some reason you can't get the PayPal to work or something, you're having issues, whoops, there is my email address, jeremysayshi@gmail.com. You can email me there and get in touch with me. If you're having issues, I will help you out. Any other questions here? And I'll even type that into the type that in the chat here.
Because somebody said that I understand that Facebook does not accept ads for digital products. I've never heard of that before.
Said what now? Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I just said that I understand that Facebook does not accept ads for digital products. I'll just let you know
I've never.
I sell digital products all day long.
And think of it this way: you don't necessarily have to do an ad to a digital product. You can do an ad that says, "Hey, do you want something for free?" Then push them to a product. If for some reason they're not liking your ads, that is a typical way to circumvent that. And a lot of times we're not coming out there and just saying ad buy this. We're getting them into Messenger so that we can have that relationship through the bot or from us to then push them to a sale.
Russ is asking the question: if a person makes a donation, where does the donation go? What specifically are you talking about? Are you trying to send me a donation because it was such a great presentation?
The link is powerful.
I know somebody mentioned about churches earlier. I don't know if that's relating to the church. I mean, we talked about earlier how you can take payments directly through Messenger. That's a payment typically for a product. If you're doing something to get money from a charitable organization, you want to look at that. In terms of charity, that's its own little thing. You want to make sure you're doing what you need to do correctly with that.
Yeah, so it has full integration with Facebook payments, and so anything that you can do with Facebook payments for sales, which you can take credit cards and all kinds of things with Facebook payments, then you can do it with that. Now, I can't tell you specifically about donations, a donation, but if you can do it with Facebook payments, you could definitely do it with this, or you could just send them to a page to make the donation with with your whatever donate button that you normally use. How many people can we have in the list to market when using the bot? There is how many people can we have in the list to market to when we are using the bot? As far as I know, there is no limit to the number of people that you can use. No.
Yeah, if there is a limit, we have not hit it yet, and we've done this for so I don't think that's going to be an issue.
That shouldn't be an issue. What else we got here? Any other questions?
The question here says, does the training go over targeting? Yes, we talk about how we do Facebook ads our way that works. Matt can testify to that he's getting. Matt, is it fair to say this right now is your best opt-in rate per dollar that you're getting right now, or?
I'll tell you this. Probably by far, this is my best freaking Facebook. This is my best Facebook ad I've ever ran.
Oh wow!
Well, that's quite.
I'm pretty sure right now. Yeah, I mean, granted, I just started it. You know how things happen. A lot of times, I need more time and I need some more data to really call that. But at this moment, out of the gate, absolutely.
Well, that's amazing.
That is awesome.
Yeah, let's make sure Matt writes that somewhere on Facebook and we take a picture of that. I want that.
PayPal is still spending. Should I cancel?
Russ is having an issue, but I mean, we're still seeing payments here, guys. So Russ, cancel it. Try it again. It's working for it's not working for you, but it's working here. Try to refresh that page.
Yeah, we're still. I just saw another payment come through, so it is working. It might be a little slow. We're sending quite a bit
I want to note.
Hey,
I just want you to note too. It looks like somebody got a call from their credit card to confirm the payment, so that'll be coming in here shortly too.
Okay. Yeah, everybody's different. Some people are using the PayPal credit. Some people are just doing straight PayPal. Some people don't have PayPal using credit card. It all works. And also, I remember this question earlier on the presentation. This works for any niche, and this works for anywhere in the world. So anywhere in the world can use this. It's not like it's limited to the U.S. We had a lot of people on the call that aren't from the U.S. That's fine. It works for everybody. So if you want to do it in a different language, if you have your French or Spanish or whatever, this can work for you too. This will work for you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you're going over different case study applications. I will tell you that my wife and I sat down during during breakfast, kind of the middle of lunch and breakfast, but while we're having breakfast, talking about how she can utilize this for her financial planning practice. And of course, some of the things that we're doing, we've got to get approval, but through compliance. But seriously, like I'm like, babe, we're using this for your stuff. Like literally, I know who to target. I know what we're going to do. I know how we're going to do this. And she doesn't mind because for her, she lands one deal. I mean, it could be one of the biggest. So for some people, when you have big deals like that, I'm talking about big deals. I mean, this could be residual income for her life off of some of the deals she does because she owns her own financial planning.
Awesome. Also, Russ just said it finally went through. He just got it.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
So I'm not aware of anybody right now having an issue taking a payment. It looks like everybody, is gone through. If there's the link again, if you don't have it, it's profitcoalition.com/Jeremy. This is specific to, to us. For the next 72 hours, we're locking in this price. It will go up after that point. We're happy to bring it to you at this price, but we see that we should be selling it for more. And so,
yeah.
And that's
Definitely.
Cool, but it is what it is. So we're thrilled to get it to you by all means, but just know that we are firmly committed to raising the price. It's not false scarcity. This will be going up.
All right, so I think we're probably about getting ready to wrap it up. Please, if you have any more questions, please let us know the questions. We're the kind of people we will stay on until you have 0 questions left. So, if you have more questions, go ahead and get them in. And if not, then,
And we thank you, everybody that's been on the call. For some of you, still a whole bunch of you here that have been on here for 2 hours. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you, Matt, for having us today. And we're going to do our best to I know we did try to record it. I'm not always 100% on our recordings going through, but Matt, I believe, has recorded this, and for those that came in late, we're going to do our best to get you the replay.
Yeah,
Matt,
that's how I wrote to people is if the internet gods allow. So I'm going to tell you, like for some reason recently, GoToMeeting has done the recording and it's turned black. Like the whole thing is black. So so hopefully we don't have that problem. But I have had that twice now this year.
we've had that happen too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just telling you guys, that's why my response when people are asking is if the internet gods work on our favor, then that's a possibility. And I know there's some people that came in the end. You guys will get that. And just let you guys know from there. But I mean, guys, thank you very much for getting on here, and I really truly appreciate you guys doing that. And those of you guys got it. You guys made a great decision. You guys were 2 amazing people that look, I don't have to worry. But I used to, like everybody joked when I had my plane. I used to have my own private plane. When I'd fly, I used to joke, I was like, hey, if I have to, I'll fly in the plane. I don't even have to worry about these guys are you can hear them through their voice. My mom actually. Jeremy, my mom heard I was doing a webinar with you. She goes, "Oh my God, I love him!" I'm like,
I love your mom. Your mom is the best, and I love your mom. She is awesome. And thank you so much, Matt, for having us on. Man, it's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been a pleasure knowing you and working with you. And I'm excited about the future, and I'm excited to get to work with everyone here. That got in with us. Thank you for coming out. I'm super excited to work with you, especially in the group. We'll see you in the group, and I'm really excited to have you in there. Last minute question. Any more questions?
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up, guys.
Yep.
If you haven't bought yet, if you're still on the sidelines, write down that link, profitcoalition.com/Jeremy. 72 hours. It's going to go up. So get in on it, guys. This is cutting edge, beyond cutting edge. You need to check this out because it works. Bottom line, whether you like Facebook or not, it works, and that's what it's all about, getting you the results.
And my cat's going, yes it does, yes it does, yes it does. It sounds like it. It's like, it does, it does.
All right, guys.
Did you hear her?
Yeah.
She's really done it.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks so
Thanks,
much.
everybody. Have a good day.
All right, good night.
Thanks, bye.